Hi guys, Luis here, estate agent in Central Portugal, today in the beautiful village of São Miguel de Acha, which belongs to the council of Idanha-a-Nova. And this village itself is very well located between major cities and villages. I believe you understand it when I start to explain. So this is the building of the house that we are going to see, and this is a farm with 3.29 hectares, so 32,900 square meters of land with abundant fruit trees, olive groves, many, abundant water from 3 wells and the pond, a big pond also. And the property does touch the main road, so for accessibility I believe it's quite nice. We are just at 1 kilometer from where it touches the main road, from São Miguel de Acha, from the village itself. The electricity, it's at the gate, so quite an easy connection for you to pull and extend the electricity for where you need it, of course. Completely fenced all around and walled in most places. And the property is kind of split in two with a dirt track. So kind of a third at one side and two-thirds on the other, which basically is this dirt track here, which give access to private farms, your neighbors basically. On the property we'll also find a 90 square meter stone building, quite beautiful, a granite one, which is registered as an agricultural support building. So it's a rural building and not an habitation. Quite in a good shape, quite easy to put it comfortable, I think so at least. So come along with me, let's check it out. We are started in the front of the property, which touches this main road. And to locate ourselves 1 kilometer away, we have São Miguel de Acha. Where that car is turning to the left, we have Proença Velha. By the way, we are in the council of Idanha-a-Nova. And going that way, we have Penamacor. We are quite well located. What I mean about this is that Penamacor 20 minutes, through the back Fundão 20 minutes, and Castelo Branco that way 20 minutes, and of course to the left we have also Idanha at 20 minutes. So we are in a nice village, well located, and this village offers you all services for your daily needs like restaurants, cafes, supermarkets, all of those daily things. Other than that, again, you have those cities around. And just for you to understand, the property was just cleared now for us to come and show you the property. We will find this big stretch of land. Adjacent to it we have the main road, and on the left neighbors. Then this dirt road, we will cross it to the right side where we find the other 2/3 of a property. So more or less this is a third of the property, which is divided by this road that we will walk a little bit of it, and then 2/3 of it to the right next to those big trees over there. So of course this is farming land. In regards to water, we will find a dam just there and 3 wells along it. And of course electricity is just here, that one, and the other one, which is in wood, that's telephone. Okay, so don't let no one tell you that when you have a wooden pole it's electricity, because it's not. So the property is completely fenced all around, in some places always walled up in that beautiful stone granite boulders, which are quite nice. So let us walk it first a little bit around and then we will go in. So this is the access for any car. It might not seem like it, but of course the grass is a little bit overgrown because this is early spring and the rain just stopped a couple of weeks ago, so everything is booming. So just here we have an entry for a tractor if needed be to plow it. We will find 2 or 3 other entries to this side of the property. But first I'm going to walk a little bit before we go in. But by the way, just to tell you that around it we will find, of course, mainly olive trees, but abundant fruit trees. It's still not time for them, so you don't see the fruit, but we will have between apples, pears, quinces, and a lot more. So here to the right, it's still not the property. These are 2 other neighbors before we reach the right side of it. And I was telling you, I didn't even brought my Jeep. My city car easily passes here. Here we have like an orchard of citrus trees. All of these are oranges, quite beautiful, pruned, maintained. And the property does continue on, but I believe now we are going to enter. This is a walkway in the property. We have similar to these two others, and then a third one for a tractor or a car to go in this part here. And just in front we find the first well. This is one of them, full to the rim, and the story goes that all the three of them have an amazing behavior, so they do maintain water all year round, with the water deposit just here, and Portuguese way of doing it, some vines around the fence of the well. Let me just show you here the water tank, which is like this. It's not full, it should be. From what I was told, being full prevent cracks from happening on this kind of deposits. So maybe popular knowledge, usually they are right. This one, it's an orange tree, and all of this is a pomegranate just here, and all of the others are orange trees. Let me show here just the flowers blooming from the pomegranate. I love this, quite good, quite tasty. So there's no need, I believe, for me to walk till the end, but I will go here on the right side to show you the dam or the pond. I usually call it dam. I believe the correct name is pond. So other fruit trees, and on the right side, let me explain you, we have a perfect rectangle here. I will show where it ends, because this property that I'm showing you turns to the back of that piece. It even, they are related, and we discussed with this man, he will sell this piece with an agreement of value, if needed be, for you to complement on this property. He's getting at some age already, so he will sell it if you want to have it all. And there you go. This is a nice stretch of a pond, quite nice, and the main road goes there. From the drone, I'm sure you will better understand the size of it, because it's in length is quite big. And some other fruit trees here around it, accompanying always with some vines. And to the left, that piece that eventually you could buy. At least it has some loquats, quite nice. I love this, very tasty. But that's the neighbor, okay? Very well. So what we find on this big stretch of land, ideally for gardening, veggie gardens, because they even have the water on this piece here, but it's an olive grove all around. So enough space for you to plant other trees, of course, but basically fruit trees and the nice olive grove. Kind of lost here in the middle another fruit tree, which probably it's an apple by the looks of the flower. Yeah, I think so. And I'm walking to the road again, just to show you these amazing walls. The property is a little bit higher, not much, than the road outside. I would say 30 centimeters to half a meter, something like that. Another fruit tree just here, another one, so plenty. A big vine just there, and always the wall accompany the road. Here we have another walk-in or walk-out, so not enough for a tractor. For those you have two at the beginning and at the end. So here starts a citrus orchard again. So all of these, well, not all, but all of this part here to us, it's orange trees. And by the way, let me show you where that piece that you can buy ends. It's a perfect rectangle. The landmark is just there. So a straight line to the road, which touches the road also, and all of this. He has 1 or 2 wells also. This is another fruit tree. I believe it's apple or pear. It's pear probably. And the neighbor has some shed just for the animals. I see some chickens there at the distance. And there you go. But I came here to show you that on this left side. So to this neighbor you have this beautiful and higher stone wall. A fig tree, you will find more than one. So we have this big stone wall on this left side of the property. So olive trees, another fig just there. So a lot. So here on top of this part we have this medium tension which crosses on top of the property, on top of this part here, these 3 lines. I don't know if it affects you or not. Each one has their own sensibility, of course, but it's here. And now let us reach the second well, and you will be amazed by the sheer size of the third. And here, because we are going up in a very low angle, but still going up, and here we have 2 amazing terraces in stone, which are these 2, and another one just there. So quite nice, quite beautiful. Another, this is a lemon tree, I think. So second well, completely full. So quite a good amount of water. Some flowers, why not? And here to show you the third walkway to the road. Okay, just here. So we will go in again, but just to, well, no, we can cross this part here, for example, why not? So we have the first terrace here, and we've seen all of this. And we haven't still seen a third of it. So abundant olive trees for your own consumption or to give to friends. Don't forget your agent, please don't. So we have this terrace, an amazing stone wall again. My colleague Philip there, he's doing the Portuguese tour. There he goes. We have a second water deposit for irrigation. Basically, what they did is they fill this, and then by gravity they do all the irrigation on the veggie patches that they have. And here the highest terrace. Here the wall did collapse over time. And here the road makes a little right, left, and at the end you will see the stone building already. But before we go there, so we have another car or tractor entry. And now do tell me, I'm not saying that it is the biggest that I've seen, but one of that's for sure. Look at this well. Quite something, isn't it? Massive, massive, massive. By the way, I was told a lot of times, these lines that one see, these are frogs, which indicates a good quality of water. If not, they wouldn't be alive there. Again, I'm telling you, or selling you, what I was told. And on the left side, again, always the wall, since it started there on the left, on the back part of that neighbor, some other fruit trees, figs, pomegranates, a whole bunch of them, till it meets that big cork. It's just up there. Fruit trees, fruit trees, fruit trees, a lot in olives. So guys, this is a project to go. You don't need to plant trees and wait 6 years to have fruit. No, you have them here already. I don't know about you, but yeah, time is money. And it ends just here where the road meets that corner over there. And looking down, all of this. This is what we have walked just now. Quite a good exercise. We have some Indian figs just there. And this is what we've seen. Now I'm going to jump to that side using the low wall that we have here to pass to this side. So this is the road that comes from the main road, and we walked pieces of it, and this is all that we've seen so far. But I'm going to go to the limit and start back. So this left part ends here. This is a neighbor. I'm sorry about the sun. I do believe that the camera can deal with it. So, not this gate. Nice guy. I sold him his property 4 years ago. Amazing guy. So, it will be your neighbor. So, all of this is the left part. So, the other 2/3 of the property, it's this. We have a leveled part in front of the house and all of this. Then it starts to descend, so it has some topology. It's not a boring property at all. A little bit of forest, a little bit of a valley, some boulders in between. So quite nice. So to the neighbor, he has a good fence, okay, walled and the fence 2 meters high. And through here you still have this wall. So the 2 sides of the property start here. This access is a public road, of course. Everyone can pass here. Of course, usually just neighbors and owners of neighboring properties do pass here. So other fruit trees, abundant fruit trees and olive trees. And so here's the entry on this side. So if you want to put a gate there, it's yours. No one enters there. This is the limit, which goes a little bit on the right of that olive tree just there. And we walked to this right side, seeing the humongous well just there. On this left side, it's a bit higher than the road we are walking. So that's a neighbor. So it's all of this right side. It makes a curve here. So complete privacy from the neighbor. And we have this fence here creating the limit on this side of the property. That fig, it's also and already yours. And all of this, completely fenced. There's the entry, but while we are here, why not? Let's go in. This is an entry for a tractor, for example, which he did come and plow. And then we asked a friend of ours, Emmanuel, to come with a streamer and just clear around the trees. That's another thing. For example, if you think it's overwhelming for you, don't. Of course, there will always be locals that for a fair value will deal and attend this more heavy work on the property. So amazing olive grove. Continue down besides what we have just seen before, and now reaching the 90 square meters stone building. It's quite impressive, quite big. The structure, I believe you can understand, this is a new roof till there, and that's the old roof. So if you need to upgrade, that will be the part to be upgraded, not this. The walls are in amazing condition. There are some sheds to this part and also to the right. I'm going to start by the main room, which does not connect to that one, but of course you could open it quite easily. And here, by the way, let me turn the camera. We do have a proper high door, so 2-meter one, so a tall guy can easily pass in. And going in, this is what we have. High ceiling. It is an amazing high ceiling, and the structure is in metal, plus the terracotta tiles, of course. To turn this more comfortable, of course, you would need to finish basically everything because it's a dirt floor. I believe you understand what this was for. And on the other side, not as big as this one, but we will find another room, which at some point it was a house. One can see clues of it. But here what I want to show is that the walls are amazing. The roof is new. You just need to put insulation and nothing more. By the way, most of these things will stay. For example, this rotavator, I believe this is the name you call it, will stay to help you along. Boxes and bits and bobs will stay. Also this is to clean the olives. So the olives are put here, and then the leaves and small sticks and so on fall down, and then clean olives to a bucket on the end. Quite nice. So this is the bigger room on the 90 square meters. We have this nice porch here, which it's in wood structure. If you need to upgrade it or want to, please go ahead. Outside, before going in, we have this wood oven, pizza oven, bread oven, and in functioning conditions. So quite nice. Here, a nice painting. Hi guys. In here, going into the second room. So the difference is the roof, it's in wood structure, so of course it would need to be changed. We do have a window already there, and the smaller one was here, but it was covered by the bread oven. And this was indeed at some point a house. This is cemented, some walls are plastered, some people lived here, I don't know how many years now, but yeah, this was a home and hopefully a happy one. So imagine making a connection, big bedroom, big kitchen and living room on the side. Yeah, I believe you can dream with 2 bedrooms even. After all, we have 90 square meters. But please bear in mind, this is not registered as an habitation. This is registered as rural building. And as it sits, you cannot change it. So on the side here, let me show you this porch. For some storage, I can imagine. I eventually would remove this because this stone wall, it's quite a pity to leave it concealed behind this. Or at least do a new porch on this side. This will always be on the shade, so it could be your living room at the night time. Why not? Now let us circle to show you some outbuildings attached to the main building. Look at that stonework. Nice, nice, nice. So here, small shed. Storage is never too much. Trust me, you will need it. Nice structure, concrete beams, tiles, everything. You just need to plaster if you want to give it a more beautiful look into it. To locate ourselves, this is the entry, and I have left the car, I'll show you in a minute, up there. So this is the entry, and we started receiving again from the end of the plots of the land to here. That's the other part, and all of this, complete privacy. So side of the bigger room, we have that first storage that we've seen. And here on the side, we have this one. Again, wanting this exposed stone wall, remove this, it's up to you. But the structure is, of course, as you can see it, metal framing, so it was made to last forever. This, I assume it was a pigsty of some kind. The feeder is there, yeah, usually they are shaped like this. And coming out, and to show you the back of the building. Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Of course, this can be turned into that or just plaster it white. The white goes very well with the stonework. But I usually do this. Okay? So it was properly done. Okay? So it will last us all. It will last forever. And now that roof is new, even more. So on this side, which is west, it's east, the sun is setting there. I don't know if this was a choice or just happened by accident, but this line of eucalyptuses, and they are not many, it's virtually a line, creates shade from the sun on these long summer days that we have. So quite nice. I do think it's ingenious if it was done because they wanted to, or if by accident, but quite nice. So, side of the house, and we are walking this way. Me and my colleague left the cars here, so you can see, no jeeps, nothing. Any cars can easily reach the property. And I believe you understand where this olive grove ends. That's the limit of the property, which is properly fenced. From the drone, you will perfectly understand it. Everything aligned, quite nice. And here on this side, we have a big open space. So, Louis, but I want to plant trees. Go ahead. Not everything, it's an olive grove here at all. So this is that part that descends to the valley, which goes and touches that neighbor that I told you, which has that meter wall plus the fence. So that creates a limit, the lower valley on this side. So all of this due west, it's basically bare. It was used for pasture. That's why it's like this. And it goes to that big eucalyptus there. So there's a fence going down, accompanying an old wall. So all of this, each part still of the property. I believe it's enough for me to show you this from the drone footage, because there's not really much to know about it. Important to say that indeed it's fenced, it's walled. Here it's that new wall that the neighbor done, and that is an old wall with a fence. And this is the picture going in. My colleague is running away. Just there. So yeah, this is that more private area around the house, quite flat. It's on a highest point. I don't know if you noticed that. So quite well located. And these old timers, they didn't know where to put these things to prevent any sogging, any flooded areas. We do not have floods, but of course some soggy areas may happen. So quite nice. And just to finish, just here in front. So the living quarters where they used to live, and the big building at the end. Straight. Just finishing here to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll keep on posting new listings for sale when they appear for sale. I'll leave a full description of the property down below with my contact details. So if you need any other information, specific ones or not, or to schedule a visit, please do contact me. See you next time. Bye-bye. See you.